Ever found yourself staring at your phone, the Roger Bank customer service number burning into your screen, wondering if it's even worth dialing right now? Will you be met with a symphony of hold music, an automated voice labyrinth, or, dare to dream, a helpful human being? You're not alone. Navigating the world of customer service can feel like cracking a secret code, and timing, as it turns out, is everything. We've all been there. That urgent banking question that pops up at the most inconvenient hour. Maybe your online transfer isn't going through late on a Friday night, or perhaps you wake up on a Monday morning to a suspicious transaction. The immediate instinct is to reach out, to find answers, to resolve the issue. But the reality of customer service lines often paints a different picture. Long wait times, understaffing during peak hours, and the general frustration of feeling like just another number can turn a simple inquiry into a time-consuming ordeal. Now, let's zoom in on Roger Bank. While every financial institution aims to provide excellent customer support, the truth is, their operational efficiency and call volume fluctuate just like any other business. Understanding these fluctuations is key to maximizing your chances of a smooth and efficient interaction. So, the real question isn't just if you should call, but when is the absolute best time to call Roger Bank customer service to get your issues resolved quickly and with minimal stress. We're about to dive deep into the optimal calling windows, the times to absolutely avoid, and some insider tips to make your experience with Roger Bank's support team as painless as possible. Think of the early morning, specifically between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. on a weekday, as the golden hour for contacting Roger Bank. Why? Several factors contribute to this prime window. Firstly, it's generally before the main rush of daily banking activities kicks in. Most people are just starting their workday, commuting, or settling into their routines, meaning fewer calls are likely flooding the customer service lines. Secondly, this is often when customer service teams are fully staffed, with representatives fresh and ready to tackle inquiries. You're more likely to connect with an experienced agent who can efficiently handle your issue without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. Finally, any complex issues that require escalation have a higher chance of being addressed promptly as the relevant departments are typically fully operational during these hours. As the morning progresses, call volumes tend to gradually increase. Between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., you might still find relatively shorter wait times compared to the afternoon peak, but the advantage isn't as significant as that early morning window. Many people start their banking tasks during their mid-morning break or after settling into their work. While still a decent time to call, be prepared for potentially slightly longer hold times. However, it's generally still preferable to the afternoon. Steer clear of the noon to 3 p.m. window if you can. This is typically the peak time for customer service calls across most industries, and Roger Bank is unlikely to be an exception. Lunch breaks often see people tackling personal errands, including banking. Moreover, any issues that arose in the morning are likely being followed up on during this time, further adding to the call volume. Expect longer hold times, potentially less attentive representatives dealing with a high volume of inquiries, and an overall more frustrating experience. Unless your issue is critically urgent, it's generally best to avoid calling Roger Bank during these peak afternoon hours. As the workday begins to wind down, call volumes might see a slight dip. Between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m., you might experience shorter wait times compared to the midday rush. However, keep in mind that some customer service representatives might be nearing the end of their shifts, potentially impacting the speed and efficiency of the interaction. While better than the peak, it's still not as optimal as the early morning. The early evening can be a bit of a mixed bag. Some people might be catching up on errands after work, leading to a moderate call volume. However, staffing levels might also be reduced as the standard workday ends. It really depends on Roger Bank's specific operating hours and staffing policies. It's worth considering if your issue can wait until the next morning for a potentially smoother experience. Calling Roger Bank customer service late in the evening will likely result in significantly reduced staffing and potentially longer wait times, especially if your issue requires specialized assistance. While you might get through to someone, their ability to resolve complex issues or escalate them might be limited. Unless it's a genuine emergency, it's generally advisable to hold off until the next business day. Weekends often operate on a reduced staffing schedule for most customer service departments, including banks. While Roger Bank might offer weekend support, expect potentially longer wait times and potentially fewer specialized agents available. Simple inquiries might be handled efficiently, but more complex issues might need to wait until the following Monday. Consider if your query can be resolved through online banking or the Roger Bank mobile app before resorting to a weekend phone call. During public holidays, Roger Bank's customer service operations will likely be operating on a skeleton staff or may even be closed entirely. Check the Roger Bank website or any official announcements regarding their holiday hours before attempting to call. Be prepared for significant delays if your issue can't wait until the next business day. Knowing the best times to call is crucial, but here are some additional tips to enhance your experience with Roger Bank customer service, regardless of when you call. Have your account information ready. Before you dial, ensure you have your account number, any relevant transaction details, and your identification handy. This will speed up the verification process and allow the representative to assist you more efficiently. Clearly articulate your issue. Be concise and clear when explaining your problem. Having a brief summary of the issue and any supporting details ready will help the representative understand your needs quickly. Be polite and patient. Even if you're frustrated, maintaining a polite and respectful tone will generally lead to a more positive interaction. Remember, the customer service representative is there to help you. Take notes. During the call, note down the representative's name, any reference numbers provided, and the agreed upon next steps. This can be helpful for follow-up. Explore alternative channels. Before calling, check if your query can be resolved through Roger Bank's online banking portal, mobile app, or FAQ section on their website. These self-service options can often provide quick answers to common questions. Consider social media. With caution, some banks offer customer support through social media channels like Twitter. While this can sometimes be a faster way to get a response for simple inquiries, avoid sharing sensitive personal information publicly. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.